Good afternoon, my fellow park enthusiast. Thank you for joining me on another stream. I'm resuming the A button challenge, which it's been a very short while since I last was um doing whatever this is. I was going to say it's been a while since my last stream, but that is not quite true. It's only been about 2 days. I did go offline for about a week, but not to say that that's much of a long time either. So I've hardly been away from the game, but not that it even matters. I mean, who cares, right? This is actually the second time that I've started today's stream because I streamed the A button challenge a bit earlier today, but then I realized that my microphone wasn't on. And I know some of you are trying to find how that is a fault in the stream's quality. And I gotta say, that's not a very nice comment for you to make. But anyways, give me a second to adjust my headphones. I don't know what happened. Yeah, so anyways, I started a stream without my headphones being on, and so there was no yapping, not a single word. So I just reset the game, and now here I am. So this is more or less my second time trying to go through this cavern zone. Alright. Okay. I'm trying to go around Mawile, but it seems like if you run too far from the Pokemon you're chasing, the game will automatically try to snap you back towards them. Which is rather interesting. But anyways, now I'm going to talk to Dugtrio, who's going to tell me that Marowak has some knowledge about the rail. Is this the right way? Yeah, sure is. But anyways, funny thing is, first time I went through here, I actually messed up because it turns out that you have to use Thunderbolt on Snorlax for him to wake up and let the spring water start flowing. But the issue was, you have to talk to Diglett first, otherwise he doesn't get up. And I didn't realize that, so I shocked him, and then he still wasn't getting up, so I was like, wait, did I just press the A button when I didn't need to? So I thought I screwed up. Then I realized that I just need to talk to Diglett, and then use Thunderbolt, and then Snorlax would wake up. So I already kind of blundered there. But anyways, yeah, we talked to Diglett. Diglett says the rail's under Snorlax. We talked to Snorlax. He's like, please don't use Thunderbolt on me. And so, of course, that means that we use Thunderbolt on him. Even though I wish there was another way to wake him up. Seemingly there's not. So, it is what it is. But, that will, of course, make the second time that we've had to press the A button so far. First time was also so we could wake up Snorlax. I still don't know anything off the top of my head as far as needing to use Thunderbolt, but we'll just keep playing the game and see if that's really the case. But Yeah, for now, I don't know. Just gonna... I don't know what I'm doing. Some really sad news after a week of not streaming. I lost a subscriber on my YouTube page. I'm sorry to tell you all, but I had to rip the band-aid off. It is, of course, sad to part ways with a park enthusiast, but you know, I can't be too upset. Give me a second. I just had an idea. So, anyways, I need some brainstorming help from all my fellow enthusiasts out there. I need to know what you think I should do to improve the quality of my streams. Should I talk less? Should I go fully silent? Maybe I should add some kind of interface that shows what's going on in the chat, or maybe like show some statistics, like in this case, how many times we've pressed the A button so far. Let me know. Anything would be helpful. Anything would be helpful. Don't hesitate to let an enthusiast know what's up. Oh, I have a challenge idea for a future a future set of streams I'm planning, and basically I'm going to see if you can beat the game without carrying any items by hand, which basically means I'd have to push them around and then pick them up and then talk to the Pokemon without moving. Does that make sense? So I wouldn't be allowed to move with an item in my hand. Is that even an interesting idea? Would anyone want to see that? I'm not sure, but it seemed pretty interesting to me, so I'll probably do that once I'm through a few more challenges. I do still plan to do no dashing as a challenge before I do no carrying. Also, no jumping is... Alright. Except it won't be no dashing, because I already know that I need to dash and jump in order to beat the game, so it's just going to be a matter of what is the minimum number that is needed to beat the game. So I've got to get through 2 cutscenes just to get the cart from the cavern zone to the lava zone. We will eventually have to come back here to play Bastidon's Attraction. We'll need a few more friends in order to make that happen, though, so it's not like we could do it with what we have now. I think it's going to be easier if we just make some friends here and then eventually come back before needing to play Blaziken's Boulder Bash. Okay, so I think Camerupt is going to tell us that the machine that makes the fire stop spewing out, whatever kind of machine that is, but it's got a broken lever, so we're going to have to make one. Okay, so I'll make sure to top to this stop just so that I can use it in the future. The only time I'm going to need to come back here, though, is after playing Bastidon's Attraction, right? And at that point, it might be quicker to get here through the cart than the Driftlim. I don't know. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it. It's not like this particular run needs to be speedy or anything. Okay, so we both took damage. Good stuff. Okay, so gonna have to put down the chunk so we can speak to Torkoal, I'm sure. And then we'll have to pick it back up and run on through before the Torkoal end up messing with us. So I'll give this machine a lever, right? Because I think that's what I need right now. Let me just make sure it's not going to start up if I dash into it now. Okay. I guess there probably wouldn't need to be a machine there if we didn't need to do something for it. You know, one interesting thing about the furnace here is that you can make things out of gold even though I don't think there's really any reason to. I know you can give it to Gollum and it'll give you berries in return, but I'm pretty sure there's nothing that you would need to put gold in the furnace for. Anyways, I'm gonna have to I mean, I might as well go back up now so I can make a top. I don't know why that took me so long to formulate the thought in my head, but I need to make a top. And for that, I'm going to need another chunk of iron. I sure am glad there's a big old drill here that we can mine with. I do wonder if eventually using the drill enough times would deplete the zone's resources beyond repair. One can only hope not, right? Uh-oh, these guys aren't happy. I'll probably have to talk twice to Rhyperior, but actually, no, I think we need to talk to Charmander first. That's okay. We'll, we'll talk to Rhyperior. Alright. Looks like we haven't unlocked any of the other pals that can play this game. But we know Rhyperior's bumper burn at this point. All the park enthusiasts should know this is basically my haunt. Oh. Alright, got that all cleared up. I think I'll probably end the stream here. I'd say it was a decent length for my typical stream, and to be honest, I'm a bit worn out after having already tried once earlier today. Oh man, but yeah. Sorry to my one subscriber who had to leave. I know it must have been tough having to put up with my commentary, but I'll get better. Please come back. Please come back. To everyone else, please hydrate, take heart, and take care of yourself in the days to come.